Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the DC Universe Young Justice Robin figure. Now, I actually just found these in stores today, with my Target's toy reset finally happening a couple days late. And while I didn't expect to pay the Young Justice line any attention, I saw this guy in the store and something about him grabbed my eye, and mainly this action pose they've got him. He's like vaulting onto a rooftop with his cane. It's really awesome looking. I mean, they've just done a beautiful design on this packaging. It's about the size of a standard DC Universe Classics 2-pack, but they've lined it with, of course, the Young Justice characters. But as you can see here in the packaging, Robin comes with his staff, 2 batarangs, a grapple, 2 of these little, I think they're bomb, like explosive devices or something, a little clip-on communicator, and this absolutely beautiful, it's like the corner of a roof. It looks really nicely sculpted. Here's hoping that thing is wall mountable. But yeah, there were 2 of these. There was this one and Artemis. I'm probably going to end up picking up Artemis. Well, I mean, not Artemis, Arrowette. I'm just betting she's Artemis. But, yeah, I was really tempted to get 2 just because of how awesome the packaging is on this. But despite all that, I'm going to open him up. Onto the back here, you've got, wait, no, she is giving billing as Artemis, so never mind. You got Robin and Artemis, who were the 2 I found. Aqualad, who I did not see. Over here you've got some of the smaller 2-packs, the 3 3/4 inch, which I didn't see either. They did, however, have the, you can read that there, pause it and read it if you like. They did have the 3 3/4 inch single figs, which I thought were a little ridiculously priced at $10, but each one has a piece of a Hall of Justice, and there's going to be like 20, and you put the Hall of Justice together. Gotta admit, I'm tempted by the Hall of Justice aspect of that line. But enough about that. This looks amazing. Let's open him up. And here we have Robin out of packaging, and he is an awesome figure. Unfortunately, no, the base is not wall mountable. I mean, I'm sure you could rig something up, but it's not happening straight out of packaging. As you can see here, I've got him standing on the ledge. There are 2 foot pegs on this base. That's how much I love the base. We're doing the base before the figure. And 1 back here. To be completely honest, even though I love it with Robin, he's probably not going to stay with Robin, or... I take it back. There's going to be a central Batman here, and there's going to be like a cascade of Bat characters back through here. That's how much I like this. A very nicely detailed gargoyle. Such a crime this isn't wall mountable. But, enough about me oozing about this base. I have Dick Grayson over here, with his little Comlink wrist bracelet on, like he's being chewed out by Batman, although I doubt he'd have that happy little smile on his face. That slides on easy enough. It's just clear blue, which I think it's supposed to be like a little projected image in the show, so... I have watched the show, I just don't remember that much of it. I sat down and like streamlined all of Season 1 in a day, and I'm just like, well, I kind of remember that happening. As you can see, his staff, it came a tiny bit warped out of packaging, but far less than other Robins I've seen before. I'm really digging the modern paint stylings they gave this Robin. No real quality control errors to speak of, with the exception of back here beneath his cape. You can see a splotch of yellow has actually chipped off the cape and rubbed off onto the figure, which doesn't seem to want to come off. But once again, who's ever going to see my Robin from that angle? So, we'll get him standing here. His accessories, once again, he comes with 2 of these little yellow devices. I think there's some type of explosive or something like that. 2 batarangs. As you can see here, both exactly the same. His grapple, which is very nice. Of course, his staff and his wrist communicator. It would have been really nice to see if there was some sort of storage on his actual belt, but there is not. So, we'll push all that back, and we'll go on to Robin. As I've already said, I really love the design and coloring they picked for this guy. Although, looking at his head sculpt, it's very clear that he is from a cartoon. Although, it really doesn't bother me that much, with the exception of some angles you look at him and you're like, where's his neck? Like that one, but, you know, pose it up a little bit, and it's not as bad. He's still got that very defined jaw. But the rest of his costume is really nice. You can see all the gear on his utility belt. So, of course, he's got the light green on his boots, which is a very nice touch. So, really good job. As far as articulation, he does a full 360 at the head, as well as some up and down, even though his cape is kind of hindering him. Cape is also kind of to blame for the where's his neck feature. Arms are on a ball joint, go out, do a full 360, gotta watch the cape, spin at the bicep, single joint at the elbow, spin at the wrist. Has a very nice amount of abdomen movement, same for both arms. Doesn't appear to want to turn at the waist. Legs go forward, go back slightly, go out, single joint at the knee. They have a thigh joint, but it's very stiff, it doesn't want to turn. Well, that one turns. This one, his right leg is very stiff on this one. And of course an ankle joint. So some really, really impressive articulation on Robin. Not to mention the fact that this pack was, for Mattel, a pretty decently sized pack, and it only cost $20 compared to the 3 3/4 inch figs, which are going for half that. I mean, I just don't think those figures are worth that much, even though they do come with that very tempting Hall of Justice feature. Now, of course, Robin, if I didn't mention it before, his accessories can all be held pretty well in his left hand. Although his right hand is kind of opened up. I mean, they can all be held well in his right hand. His left hand is kind of opened up to accommodate the staff a little bit better. Although you can force some of his accessories in there, just kind of awkward. Yeah, but an amazing price point for this figure. If you're a Batman fan, I mean, there's absolutely no reason to pick this guy up for the accessories and the base alone. But that being said, let's actually count his... Oh, you know what? We'll stick him back here. Let's actually get some size comparisons in here. And here we have him compared to the DC Universe Classics Wave 3 and Wave 16 Robin. As you can see, he clearly is the shortest of the three. But I definitely don't think that counts him out. Robin is a shorter guy, and this is supposed to be a younger version of him, so I still think he's going to fit in quite well with your standard DC Universe Classics collection. And we'll bring in the Arkham City Batman. We are getting an Arkham City Robin later, but it doesn't hurt to compare now. As you can see there, even with that, I think it works really, really well. So, yeah, size comparisons aside, I'm really digging the crap out of this Robin. I'm digging this whole set. Let's get this Robin over here. $20 is an absolute steal. Oh, and just because somebody will point it out if I don't mention it, I did miss a foot peg. There's one right here on his base. So we'll get Robin standing back here. I love this figure. I've already said it a couple times, but I can't stress it enough. Great accessories, great price tag, fantastic base. From a line I was more than willing to pass over. If you're a Batman fan, you definitely have to check this out. It's a definite must-own. Get him bats here posed. Is he going to stay? Not without knocking Robin over, he's not. No. 1 second. Okay, that took a minute. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, guys, you absolutely have to get this. If not for the base alone, the fantastic accessories, an awesome Robin with some great articulation, a little bit of quality control, but where no one can see it, so I don't really care. And that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.